Welcome to Oregon Cash Flow Pro. My name is James Barber. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into a real-world dynamic banking case study. We're going to look at exactly how we use a line of credit to attack debt, optimize cash flow, and beat the bank at their own game using dynamic banking. First, the setup. We're going to be jumping into the numbers for this case study that I originally put together for a video about 7 years ago. That one used a whiteboard that looked like a wall of numbers. I showed my wife the new slideshow I'm going over with you, the one today, and the previous whiteboard. I thought she was going to faint when she saw this. We filled up that whiteboard with so many numbers. Now, I did walk through it, I think, pretty good, but today's presentation is going to be much better. The idea behind dynamic banking is money needs momentum. Idle cash is doing one job, waiting to be spent. Every dollar must do multiple jobs. Stay liquid for emergencies while aggressively attacking interest. When you practice dynamic banking, you're keeping your money in motion, putting it to work immediately to help pay down debts or grow your wealth. That's right, dynamic banking doesn't stop just because your debts are paid off. There's so many other jobs available to keep it working to grow your wealth. Let's start by reviewing the anatomy of the two systems, your traditional and your dynamic. By just changing the path of where your cash flows, you can substantially impact your debt while maintaining liquidity, recapturing interest every day that would otherwise move out of your cash flow system forever. Here's the starting financial picture. We have $5,000 of monthly income, $4,000 in expenses, leaving $1,000 available in cash flow. The total debt load, $340,000. Now, this is across 2 credit cards, a car loan, and a mortgage. Notice the high interest rates on those credit cards, 18 and 14%. That is our first target. To execute this, we're utilizing a line of credit with a $15,000 limit and a 6.25% interest rate. This is our engine. Instead of letting money sit idle in a checking account, we're going to deposit the entire $5,000 paycheck directly into the line of credit every month to drive down that average daily balance and minimize interest. Note the rules. Never utilize the full line of credit and always leave a buffer for emergency liquidity. This is what dynamic banking looks like in action. Income drops the balance. In the HELOC, interest and bills accruing throughout the month bring the balance back up. The average daily balance is lower than the initial balance, thus reducing your overall interest charges for the month. Those savings stay in the HELOC and compound every month. This is the first strike or the first chunk. This is where we're attacking that high interest. Because the interest rates on the credit cards are drastically higher than our 6.25% line of credit, we take a large chunk right out of the gate. We pull $12,000 from the line of credit to pay off both credit cards in month 1. By wiping out those 2 minimum payments, we instantly free up $215. Our monthly cash flow just jumped from $1,000 to $1,215. Now we let the system work. Here's the paydown. Because we flow all income through the line of credit, the balance drops by the $1,215 every month. By month 6, the line of credit balance has dropped all the way down to $4,710, which is below our monthly income. We're ready for the next phase. Here's where our strategy shifts. It's the pivot to smaller chunks. The car and the mortgage are only at 4% interest because that's lower than our 6.25% line of credit. We don't want to carry a massive balance on the line of credit. Instead of huge chunks, we take smaller $4,000 chunks. Let's call this the Snowball protocol. Anytime the line of credit drops below $5,000, we fire off another $4,000 chunk at the car loan. Fast forward to month 24, and that $4,000 chunk strategy completely pays off the car loan, which originally had 45 months left. This frees up another $360 a month. Now our snowball is getting huge. We have $1,575 of extra cash flow every month to aggressively attack the mortgage. This is the final boss, liquidating the mortgage. We're going to take those $4,000 chunks every few months and just hammer away at that mortgage. Love the visual here. So what's the result of keeping our money in motion? We paid off the credit cards in month 1, saving roughly $1,600. We saved nearly $1,400 on the auto loan, but most importantly, we paid off a 30-year mortgage in just 11.75 years. And in total, we saved about $133,000 in interest that would have gone to the bank. And what did it cost us to use the line of credit? Only about $5,000 to $6,000 in interest over those 11 years. This is the power of dynamic banking. Your paycheck goes to the line of credit, your chunks pay down the debt, and your daily bills go on a credit card that you pay off in full. Now you've stopped paying the bank to hold your money. You're now the bank. I'm the banker now, huh? Just that simple. If you want to see the breakdown of all of the numbers, you're going to have to go back to that older video that I did. But this gives you a really good idea of how this works in detail. And I hope it helps you out. Thank you for joining me today. You appreciate what we're doing here. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to follow along. We're dropping videos all the time. If you leave a comment, if you have any questions about this, leave them in the comment section. I look at every single one of those. If you want to get together with me personally, the link is right over there. I do free consultations. I'm happy to talk to you about your situation. Now, go maximize your cash flow. The next 20 seconds determine your future. Subscribe, meet with me, or continue educating yourself with these videos right over here. I appreciate you. Now, go maximize your cash flow.